and worked really hard on that part of the game. I have a lot of confidence in her to take that shot. I mean, teams are going to scheme against Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. They're going to do everything they can to make somebody else take that three. Made it like a playoff series, you know, so right now we're going home because we just lost 2 games. So we've got to regroup, figure out what we can do to get better, get ready for Dallas. It's going to be really hard to get Caitlin a shot in those possessions. Like, we want to make sure, like, she, you know, between her and Kelsey, you give them both options.
You know what's crazy? Caitlin Clark just broke the rookie assist record, but her coach might have broken her chance at a win. Imagine being on fire, bringing your team back from the dead, only to watch someone else take the final shot. That's exactly what happened in the Fever's loss to the Aces, and people are not happy about it. Let's talk about Clark's record for a second. This rookie is doing things we've never seen before. She's dishing out assists like she's been in the league for years. It's insane how quickly she's making her mark in the WNBA. But here's where things get wild. The game against the Aces, it was like riding a roller coaster blindfolded. 1 minute Clark's breaking records, the next, well, you won't believe what happened. It's the kind of night that makes you wonder, is this the start of something amazing? Or is there trouble brewing for the Fever? Speaking of trouble brewing, what if I told you the record-breaking rookie didn't score a single point in the first half? Yeah, Clark went from hero to zero faster than you can say bucket. But that's not even the craziest part of her night. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation who just shattered assist records, found herself in a scoring drought that had fans scratching their heads. 0 points at halftime? For a player of her caliber, it was like watching a Ferrari stuck in first gear. The Fever were trailing, and the pressure was mounting. You could feel the tension in the arena, everyone wondering, where's the Clark we know and love? But here's where things get wild. Despite her scoring woes, Clark wasn't exactly twiddling her thumbs out there. She was dishing out assists like a pro, racking up 7 in the first half alone. It's like she decided, if I can't score, I'll make sure everyone else does. Talk about a team player, right? Now picture this. Halftime's over, and Clark steps back onto the court. It's like someone flipped a switch. Suddenly, she's not just playing basketball, she's conducting a symphony. The third quarter rolls around, and boom! Clark explodes for 14 points. It's like watching a superhero origin story in real time. 1 minute she's struggling, the next she's single-handedly dragging the Fever back into contention. You know what's even crazier? This wasn't just any old comeback. Clark's transformation was so dramatic, so unexpected, it had everyone in the arena on their feet. From scoreless rookie to game-changing superstar in a single quarter, that's the kind of stuff that makes sports legends.
Only team Indiana has not beaten this season. First of 2 straight between these 2 teams from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. They'll do it again on Friday after this one as Mitchell drives, gets to the rim, and gets the Fever started. Here's Asia Wilson knocking down her first look.
She's allowed once in a while.
No question. Wilson's finding some space from the mid-range and connecting.
But hold on, because this roller coaster ride was far from over. Just when you thought Clark had found her groove, just when it looked like she might pull off the impossible and lead the Fever to victory, let's just say the fourth quarter had a few more twists and turns in store. Before we continue, I'd like to ask for a quick favor. If you're enjoying this content, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of our viewers watch without subscribing. And while it's free for you, it makes a world of difference to us. Have you hit that subscribe button? Awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's get back to the video. With seconds left and the game on the line, all eyes were on Caitlin Clark. The rookie sensation who just lit up the third quarter was ready for her hero moment. But then, in a twist no one saw coming, the ball ended up in someone else's hands. Who made this call, and why did it have WNBA Twitter losing its mind? Picture this. The Fever are down by 3 points. The clock's ticking away, and everyone's thinking, this is it. This is Clark's moment. I mean, why wouldn't they? She just went from 0 to hero in the third quarter. But what happened next? It's like someone flipped the script. Coach Christie sides, in a move that had fans gasping, drew up a play for Aaliyah Boston. Not Clark, not even Kelsey Mitchell. Boston. It's like ordering a steak at a sushi restaurant. It just doesn't make sense. You could practically hear the collective "what?" echoing through the arena. Fans were stunned. Commentators? They were calling it coaching malpractice. It's like Sides took the most thrilling part of the movie and hit fast forward. Now, Sides tried to explain her decision.
I think they only had one offensive rebound all night. I mean, we did some of the things that that hurt us the other night, but you got to get to that free throw line and make those free throws. Vegas is one of the best teams in this league, and we held them to 78 points. And, our defense keeps getting better, but we've got to just make sure. We did have a couple defensive breakdowns late where we didn't get out to, I know, Kelsey Plum late in the corner. We've just got to make sure that we don't let outside things that we have no control over, affect us, especially early in the game.
She said teams often scheme against Clark and Mitchell, making it tough to get them open shots. So she trusted Boston with the final shot instead. Come on, you've got two of the best shooters on the court, and you don't even try to get them the ball. Guess what happened next? Boston missed the shot. The Fever lost the game. And just like that, Clark's chance to be the hero vanished faster than free tickets to a Beyoncé concert. It's like watching a magic trick go wrong. You're waiting for the rabbit to appear, but instead, the hat catches fire. That's how fans felt watching that final play unfold. The buzz of Clark's record-breaking performance? Gone. The excitement of her third quarter comeback? Poof. Think about it. Clark had just shown she could turn the game around. She went from 0 points in the first half to lighting up the scoreboard in the third. It's like she found the cheat code to basketball. And then, in the most crucial moment, she's left watching from the sidelines. It's not just about one missed shot or one lost game. This decision sparked a firestorm. Fans aren't just questioning the play, they're questioning Sides' ability to lead this team. It's like she took all the ingredients for an epic sports movie ending and made a bland soup instead. Hold up, you think that final play was the only thing that cost the Fever the game? Think again. There's a whole list of missteps that have fans fuming, and it all points back to one person. What else went wrong, and why are people saying it could have been avoided? Let's talk about the aftermath of that controversial call. Fans aren't just upset, they're ready to storm the court themselves. The backlash against Coach Christie Sides is so intense, you'd think she just banned popcorn from the arena. But here's the kicker. It's not just about that final play. Remember those free throws? The Fever missed 9 out of 20. That's like forgetting to put cheese on a cheeseburger. It's just not right. And guess who's getting blamed for that too? Yep, Coach Sides. You know what's even crazier? Fans are calling out Sides for being too quiet on the sidelines. They're saying she's not fighting for her players enough. It's like watching a boxing match, where one coach is shouting strategies and the other's just sipping water. Guess which one Sides is? Now, here's where it gets wild. People aren't just talking about firing Sides. They're already picking out her replacement. And get this, they're throwing around names like Mark Jackson and Larry Bird. It's like they're playing fantasy basketball with coaches. Here's the real kicker. Fans are convinced that with better coaching, the Fever could be winning way more games. They're saying even average coaching would have them racking up the W's. It's like they've got a time stone and can see all the alternate universes where the Fever are crushing it. You want to know how serious this is getting? There's talk that the Fever's performance isn't just about the players anymore. Fans are saying that with the talent they've got, hello, Caitlin Clark, they should be doing way better. And they're pointing fingers straight at the coaching staff. It's not just armchair coaches spouting off either. Basketball analysts are jumping in, breaking down every decision Sides made. They're analyzing her plays like they're trying to crack the Da Vinci Code. And let me tell you, they're not finding any hidden masterpieces. Caitlin Clark's night was a roller coaster. From breaking records to struggling, then making a comeback only to be sidelined at the end. It's like she lived a whole career in one game. But here's the million-dollar question. How will this affect her confidence? You've got to wonder what's going through Clark's mind right now. Will she bounce back stronger? Or will doubt creep in? And what about the team? This loss could shake things up big time. One thing's for sure, fans aren't happy. They're calling the coaching decision garbage. Some are even saying it's time for a change at the top. But what do you think? Should Sides stay or go? And what's next for Clark and the Fever? This game might just be the start of something bigger. The WNBA world is watching, and everyone's got an opinion.